Every morning, Crestwood Valley wakes up the same way. Sprinklers hum, lights flicker on, and birds sing in perfect rhythm. No traffic, no noise, not even a misplaced leaf. It's paradise. At least, that's what the brochures say. But behind the spotless lawns and painted smiles, something breathes, something not human. Neighbors greet each other with identical words, identical gestures. Every wrist bears the same silver circle, glowing faintly under sunlight. And when the clock hits 7 a.m., a soft voice echoes through every home. Good morning, residents. Remember, compliance is harmony. For newcomers, it's home. For the old ones, it's a cage they can never leave. Because in Crestwood Valley, Ethan Ross had seen picture-perfect neighborhoods before, but nothing like Crestwood Valley. Every lawn was flawless, every house identical, not a leaf out of place. As he drove through the spotless streets, families smiled and waved, their eyes too calm, too perfect. At the gate, a sign read, Crestwood Valley, managed by HOA for a better tomorrow. But behind those painted smiles, Ethan felt something else. Silence, the kind that hums beneath the surface, like a warning. When he parked his car, a soft voice greeted him. "Welcome, new neighbor," said Maya Brooks, her pink dress glowing under the sun, her smile warm, yet oddly rehearsed. And as Ethan shook her hand, he noticed it. The faint, identical mark on every wrist in sight, a small, silver circle. That evening, Maya Brooks invited Ethan to the neighborhood's welcome dinner. The streets shimmered with golden lights, tables perfectly aligned across the park. Every plate, every glass, identical. Families laughed, but not freely, more like they'd rehearsed it. Ethan noticed Mr. Grant, the HOA director, standing near the fountain, tall, calm, with a strange silver badge glinting on his chest. When Ethan approached, Mr. Grant's smile felt heavy, practiced. "We're delighted to have you, Mr. Ross," he said. "In Crestwood Valley, everyone belongs, eventually." The crowd laughed softly, too softly. As Ethan raised his drink, he saw something shimmer beneath the tablecloth. A small metallic device blinking faintly under every chair. Ethan's heart tightened. He looked around, every neighbor smiling, eyes fixed on him. And for the first time, he realized this dinner wasn't a welcome. It was an initiation. The next morning, Ethan found a white envelope taped to his door, embossed with the silver HOA logo. Inside, a single sheet of paper titled, Crestwood Rules for Harmony. The first rule read, lawn must be trimmed every 48 hours. The second, noise after 8 p.m. is prohibited. But the third rule made his hand freeze. All residents must attend the nightly Harmony broadcast. He looked outside, speakers on every lamppost, cameras tucked beneath flower pots. Ethan stepped back, heart pounding. Someone was watching. Just then, Maya appeared again, smiling as if nothing was wrong. "Did you read the rules?" she asked softly. Her tone was sweet, but her eyes, searching. Ethan forced a nod. "Yeah, rules are rules." Maya's smile widened. "Good. The HOA doesn't like disobedience." Ethan's chest tightened as she walked away, her reflection briefly flickering in his window, like static. At exactly 9 p.m., the neighborhood went silent. Lights flickered on in every house, perfectly in sync. Ethan watched through his window as families gathered around their TVs, faces blank, eyes fixed. A calm female voice echoed from the speakers. "Good evening, Crestwood residents. This is your nightly Harmony broadcast, brought to you by the HOA." The screen on Ethan's TV turned white, then slowly revealed a man in a gray suit, Mr. Grant, the HOA director. His voice was steady, rehearsed, almost hypnotic. Order brings peace. Peace brings perfection. Together, we thrive under the HOA. Ethan's skin crawled. Behind Grant, faint silhouettes of people stood motionless, like they were watching him too. Suddenly, his TV glitched, and for a split second, he saw something else. A dark room, wires hanging, people sitting with those silver marks glowing faintly on their wrists. Then, static. Broadcast ended. Outside, Ethan heard doors locking in perfect rhythm, one after another. At 3 a.m., Ethan woke to a faint metallic tapping on his window. He froze. No wind, no movement, yet the sound repeated. Tap, tap, tap. Slowly he approached, heart pounding. Through the glass, he saw Maya, standing in her pink dress, hair drenched, eyes wide with fear. "Don't open the door," she whispered, voice trembling. "They're watching you now." Ethan stepped back, confused. "Who's watching?" She looked around nervously. "The HOA monitors everything. The marks, they're not symbols. Ethan, they're signals." Before he could respond, blinding floodlights swept across the street. A black HOA security van rolled slowly past his house. Maya vanished into the shadows. Ethan stood frozen, pulse racing. His TV flickered on by itself. No sound, only a single line of glowing text. Unauthorized communication detected. Suddenly, the metallic tapping started again, but this time, it came from inside. That night, Ethan followed Maya through the empty park, their footsteps echoing over wet grass. The moonlight cut through the mist as she whispered, "There's something you need to see." They reached a locked gate hidden behind ivy. Maya pulled a small key from her locket and opened it. Down a narrow staircase beneath the garden, dim bulbs flickered to life. On the walls, dozens of photos of Crestwood residents, each marked with a silver circle. Ethan's voice trembled. "What is this place?" Maya replied softly. "This is where they track us. Every move, every breath." He turned to her, realization hitting hard. The HOA isn't protecting anyone. They're experimenting. Ethan connected Maya's old tablet to the projector. The screen flickered, static, then footage appeared. Inside the video, security cam angles showed residents sleeping, and dark silhouettes moving above them, scanning with blue light. "These are from our homes," Maya whispered in disbelief. Ethan zoomed in. One figure removed something invisible from a man's neck and replaced it with a glowing chip. Suddenly, the camera turned, showing a reflection. Ethan's face. His heart froze. "That's me?" Maya stepped back, voice trembling. "Ethan, this was recorded before you moved in." The projector sparked. Lights went out. From the darkness, a distorted whisper echoed. "You were part of it from the beginning." The steel door slid open with a hiss. Inside, dim white lights revealed a massive underground chamber lined with glass pods, each containing a person, asleep but breathing. Tubes ran from their arms into glowing silver machines. Maya covered her mouth, trembling. "These are the residents," Ethan whispered. "They're being kept alive or controlled." He stepped closer to one pod. Inside, a man identical to the neighbor they... The humming turned into a sharp siren. Red lights flashed across the chamber as the glass pods began to shake. Ethan pulled Maya behind a pillar, whispering, "They're activating the system." One by one, the pods released steam, residents stepping out, eyes glowing faint silver, faces expressionless. Their movements were synchronized, mechanical. Maya's breath quickened. "They're not people anymore." From the far end, a digital voice echoed through hidden speakers. "HOA Protocol 7 initiated. Non-compliant subjects detected." Ethan looked at Maya. "They know we're here." Suddenly, a figure in a black suit appeared from a glass corridor. Mr. Grant, calm as ever. His eyes shimmered silver too. "Welcome to the future of order, Ethan." The red light reflected off his cold smile as he raised a remote device. "Now, let's begin Phase 2. Days after the collapse, Crestwood stood silent, a ghost town covered in static snow and flickering power lines. Ethan sat beside a burned-out car, the sky above glowing pale orange, while Maya scavenged through a broken console. "These fragments," she murmured, "they're still connected to the core." Ethan looked up, realizing the air around them hummed softly, like the town itself was breathing. A faint voice echoed from a cracked speaker. "Unit 47 online. Command awaiting input." Maya's eyes widened. "It's not destroyed. HOA is rebuilding." Ethan stood, dust swirling around him. "Then it's learning without us." They followed the faint pulse of light toward the forest's edge, where cables snaked beneath the soil. Each step brought them closer to a new hum, rhythmic, almost like a heartbeat. The experiment hadn't ended, it had evolved. Somewhere underground, something new was waking up. As Ethan and Maya followed the faint hum into the forest, the air grew heavier. Roots twisted like veins over metal panels buried beneath the soil. They reached a steel hatch pulsing with a soft blue light. Maya pressed her ear to it. Faint whispers echoed inside, like hundreds of synchronized voices repeating one phrase, "Directive continues." Ethan crouched, brushing away dirt, revealing the HOA logo, but altered. The circle now split into two, glowing red and blue. "It's evolving," Maya whispered. Ethan's hand trembled as he touched the hatch. Instantly, the forest lights flickered. Their devices powered on by themselves, displaying, "New protocol initiated, Phase 2. Wind roared through the trees. Maya shouted, "We ended it, Ethan. How?" Before she could finish, the hatch clicked open with a deep, metallic sigh. Cold lights spilled out, illuminating their faces. A heartbeat sound echoed. Then, silence. The HOA experiment had just begun again.